Dun, 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 dun. I really need an intro video for this game. I don't have one. It just feels wrong. It would feel wrong to play the Heroes Supers intro. Let's play my favorite one. Welcome back for another game on a Monday night. There's nobody here, so I'm talking to myself. So whatever, I'll take a minute or two to set up the last couple of windows I forgot to set up. But my name is Rob, also known as Sparky McSparkinson. I've also known for my credited role on the Lethal Weapon series until I was fired for having too amazing of a mustache. And now I am here on Twitch DMing or CKing games for weirdos. Games for weirdos. It's like Office for Windows. I don't know. Well, let's introduce our cast of whack-a-moles. Whoa. Let's see. To the gnome who's trying to burn himself, we have Bear playing Galileo Heliodor Fizzlespark. You're muted, Boomer.
No, I'm not muted. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh. I can't speak. I
You can't speak, you're being silly.
Yeah, I can't speak. And Sequara playing not Barbara, the Barbarian Barbie tonight. How are you doing?
Good.
She can. She just doesn't do anything.
You can lay there and look around. What? Hi. So yeah. Ignore the drama over in New World Discord. Let's see. How much a recap do we need, Zoc? How much of the last stream did you watch?
Not much.
Okay,
I tried to, and then shit kept going weird at work. So
yeah, so you missed the heroic last stand of the Silent Cleric and Fizzlespank as they faced off against a wolf spider who had paralyzed half the party, but also paralyzed the cleric in the end. But Fizzlespank carried the day with his army of the mini gnome army. That sounds like it could be an order of knights, the order of the mini gnomes. A bunch of little gnomes riding on ponies in the battle. It'd be spectacular. I'm gonna check that idea for later. But last time you played, you're just about to descend into the temple of butchering, the temple of Balanak. No, you get Steve Chenault to do a pronunciation guide. But you guys explored the first layer of the temple after you found a prisoner, Owen Morse, who had been captured and tortured and touched in his no-no spot by the goblins and deemed apparently not worthy enough of sacrifice. You guys let him go, and the cleric gave him a hammer, which was a good sacrifice, actually, which may benefit him down the road. But other than killing goblins and other creatures, you guys had a pretty good time of it until you entered the room of the spider whale. Here's what we'll call the spider whale. I swear I've not had a stroke this week. Last week, maybe not tonight. I'm just stupid. But you guys fought it to a standstill, and last we left, after a 20-minute game of charades between the cleric with a gnome about a silence. Bear's like, he has had a stroke. I could be president of the United States now.
So that means I'm supposed to mute myself, right?
No. But you guys had an epic last stand, and in the end, the party was pretty cut up. I mean, they'd already been cut up. The spider itself didn't do a lot of damage, but that paralytic poison was an SOB. Let me get you guys back on the map. Boop, activate. Map, activate.
Map activate. Yeah.
So here you are. So Sock, you're in a room. It's a water well where the goblins have been feeding this giant wolf spider, and the spider knew when that door opened opened and people came in. It was about to get fed. Well, oops. Yeah, it came up and it tried to eat Nay. Nay slammed the door on it. So it turned to Paul's
Go lay your
half
grumpy
elf.
ass down.
Rude. But our
No.
heroic gnome managed to soothe it and win its friendship, but he could never quite convince it not to try and kill the half elf. It was probably picking up on the animosity between them, and the spider knew that the half elf didn't like the gnome, so was like, I want to eat that son of a bitch. See, this is why racism is bad. It makes spiders eat people.
I mean,
Don't see the problem, really.
But y'all engaged in battle, and the gnome is the last one standing. So, since the character you've been playing, Barbara, is currently paralyzed for 48 hours, Pals is paralyzed for 48 hours, and his player Sanokin couldn't make it tonight. Child aggro. So his character is going to be taking a nap. And for the moment, Zach, you'll be playing the part of the cleric. You have a vow of silence, so good. Have fun playing charades with Bear to communicate.
yes.
So we can have another hour-long battle of charades with Bear not figuring shit out. That was the best part. I should give like 100 XP for really just terrible charading. So right now you have a cure light wound spell. You also have a bandage kit. Now it seems here rules say don't actually heal anything; they stop bleeding. But since the cleric has a skill of medicine, if you can roll 1d2 plus 1 when you're bandaging people.
Oh,
so
am I bandaging people?
I don't know. The scene is this: you guys have just killed the spider. Barbara and Paul, they are pretty messed up. But they're paralyzed. There's nothing you can do about it. You guys are gonna have to hold out for 2 days until they come out of it, or you're gonna have to figure out how to get them out of the dungeon. I mean, this is all about survival right now. Literally, this is Survivor Dungeon right now. You're at half party strength.
So I need to roll 1d2 plus what?
Plus 1, if that's what you want to do. Now,
well, I mean, it looks like Barbara and the cleric both need some healing, so that was for Barbara.
Whoa.
Oh.
What?
Well, shit, that's not.
You also don't have to type that, remember?
Well, there is no D2 on this.
Okay, fair point. Bigger permissions. There. Whoa. Okay, why is it doing weird? My thing's being weird.
Okay.
So, like I said, you have the.
There we go. 3.
So you, who are you patching up?
Barbara.
What about
Barbara? Okay, plus. Okay.
And then myself.
The elf.
The elf? Does he need it?
Well, now remember, you also have 1 cure light wound spell. If you want to use that on yourself.
Did you just take health away from Barbara?
Mm-mm.
Hers,
pretty sure I did.
Health bar looks smaller.
She went from 4 to 7. So.
Oh well.
5,
wow.
6, 7.
I can't see numbers. I can just see the length of the bar.
Yeah. Actually, I'm surprised you can even see the bar, but whatever. She's not talking in character, Shinokin. But like I said, you have your bandaging ability and your healing spell. What are you doing?
How much does the healing thingy do?
1d2 plus 1.
The healing spell?
That's 1d8.
Plus 1. Oh yeah, I'm gonna cast.
Well,
how much health am I missing? 8.
Right now, you are at 10 out of 18 hit points.
Okay, So I'll use that on myself. Oh, fantastic fucking roll.
Whoa.
What a bunch of horse shit. That's some bullshit rolls right there.
Damn it. I didn't hear any of that. Because you went all robotic. I don't know if it's a connection issue on my end, connection issue on our end. I don't know. So.
Hold on. Tyler, turn some of that off. Either watch the stream or watch the game. But you can't do both.
Yes, you can.
It's a
I
straight
rolled a
1d8.
fucking 2 for the healing spell for myself.
Well, actually,
Like, total
you don't have to. Okay, then you get 2 hit points back. I don't think you actually include a +1 on it, but since it's only 2, how do we give you this one? Your God has smiled upon you and said, "You're getting 2 health points." Are you going to bandage up the Jesse? Are you going to bandage up the Jesse? I mean, you don't have to. You could just let him die.
Yeah, even if he is giving me shit for talking.
We can always use him as a roadblock.
You're not talking in character. Yes, Walt. It is Walt. You're lying.
That's Walt.
How?
I managed to bandage everyone else up for max.
Bandage me.
Not myself.
Bandage me.
Okay. Oh, good point.
I take it.
Yeah, you're gonna take it and you're gonna like it.
Whoa, that almost takes Bear up to full health. So
nice.
Well, then he will like that.
Yeah, so you bandage the little gnome. You use the little bitty kitty bandages with little cartoon figures on them.
No.
So
I just tried to think of an appropriate cartoon and I just blanked.
Oh boy. Hong Kong Fui.
Thank
you.
So the cleric goes about bandaging everybody, casting healing spells on it, and doing a kind of crappy job on himself. But you know, can't have everything you want. Perry, you look like those gloves make you look like you're gonna be doing the dishes in a minute.
You want?
Sure.
So you guys have bandaged up, and now you're presented with a problematic situation.
I thought I was standing close enough to do it over your head.
You guys are in a small room with rotting flesh and other stuff. You got 2 party members who cannot move. They cannot do anything. They are paralyzed for 48 hours based on the estimates of the cleric, who knows things. So you are facing the proposition of 2 days in this dungeon, unless you try to evac them or try to hole up somewhere. What are you guys doing?
I'm a gnome. I'm about 3 feet something. I'm not going to haul anybody. But we can sit them kind of against the wall. Does anyone have playing cards?
That goblin you killed when you first came in had dice.
Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. Because I'm kind of thinking I'm sitting them both against the wall and put playing cards into their hands, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Well, at least you're not making them play strip poker. So are you going to be lining them up in a more comfortable position somewhere? Is that what you're saying?
So that they're kind of out of my way. I don't care about their comfort.
You can make a spider bed, polypollen spider, for warmth, where it can really cools.
I mean, spider is like armored on the outside. It's like all the exoskeleton.
You could hide. You could hollow them out.
I can use it as hideout for me. Because they're all too big. They don't fit in.
Okay, Luke.
Yeah.
So what's the cleric think? What's the cleric thinking, Zot?
Move him to a more comfortable position and wait.
Okay. What side of the room?
Yeah. Where's Bear hanging out?
Bear is right here in the middle.
Yep.
Okay.
The little
So he
pointy
is
hat
where
guy
his
with the-
icon is.
Yeah, and you're over here.
Are we sitting so we can stare down the hallway?
I'll give you here. If you look at the StreamYard map real quick.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So I'll give you a refresher because your character would know this. Basically, there's this door here, which going here, and then there is a disused storage room over here. The corridor went down to this point here. It fed into another room here. This is where you guys came in at. That's where all the
I can't see where you're clicking for say where this is where we came in.
Oh, see all the dead goblins? That's where you guys initially came in.
No, we only see what
I
we
can
see.
literally see the room in the hallway. That's it.
I said look at the StreamYard, the on StreamYard as it's going out to Twitch.
Well, dear,
You
there's
need
nothing
to open
showing on
that.
StreamYard except
She's
us.
right. Yeah,
Shut up. Shut up.
Hi.
I have not had a stroke
Are you
this week.
sure?
Past 5 minutes.
in the past 5 minutes. Jesus. Okay. Okay.
Whoa.
So,
There's all kinds of shit there.
yeah. So, I'll call this stuff out. So,
Oh.
you guys are here. There's a corridor going down south. This corridor here is the one you came through originally. This here is the main entry hall. This is where all the goblins were killed, and everything else to the west that you've explored. Down south, you've not explored much. Actually, you've not went down the southern route. So this is pretty much all you know this area.
Okay. I want to drag the dead spider out into the hallway.
Okay. So let me see. Free.
I'm gonna watch.
You know what? Luckily for you, your strength is a prime. So roll me a 1d20 plus 2.
$13.
Okay, you start pulling on it and it barely budges. You're having a hard time with it. Bear, do you want to try to help? I mean, maybe
Yeah, with my amazing 8 strength, which is actually a -1 modification.
Bear, I want you to roll a 1d20 minus 1, just for shits and giggles.
Just for shits and giggles.
Maybe if you could roll a natural 20. No, you don't help anything.
I tried pushing it instead. How's that?
Okay. Roll me.
Maybe
another
like
one.
rolling it, like
Roll. Okay.
touch his
Roll.
legs and roll.
Roll 1d20 plus 2.
Whoa.
You push it real hard, you stumble, and you fall flat on your face.
Yeah.
Nice.
Never fucking mind.
Good
That
start.
thing's staying. I'm gonna kick it.
Roll a 1d20.
I mean, it's just a frustration kick, but okay.
Well, you kick. Let's see if you roll 1. Something really bad happens.
17.
You hit it. You hit it really hard.
It's a corpse, so it's fine.
Maybe you haven't had enough to eat. Maybe you can try again later.
Maybe. I'm gonna flop down and eat a snack.
So you eat a snack. Do you leave the door open?
I mean,
It's probably not a good idea. I'm gonna close the door. Does it open to the inside or the outside?
Oh
Wait, that's not me.
Oh, good
Whoa.
lord!
That's me. No, which one is me?
I think you had an extra gnome left over
Yeah.
why the fuck are there extra gnomes?
because
Mirror
he cast mirror
image.
image and he cast the maximum he could cast when there were gnomes everywhere. So you close the door. Do you try to bar it or anything? I'm only going to move that spider up against the door.
What if we use the elf to bar the door?
I guess you could try to. That would give a little bit of a delay.
Depends on what's.
I mean, there are rocks and other materials in there.
Yeah, we put the elf down and then we put the rocks on the elf. So the door is barred and the elf is safe under the rock.
Now, I will say one thing, guys. Uh-oh.
What?
I'm getting distraction memes from somebody. Can't imagine who that would be. One thing you guys did, you did find a room full of fresh fruit and food and bread and stuff, and you might need it. So keep that in mind. That's something you'll remember.
I have no idea what it was, but I take your word for it.
But I mean, if you decide to go, I will use the guiding hand due south. So what are you going to do? You're going to try to bar the door?
Do I have? I can use. Nothing really. I'm going to leave the goblin ears on the elf. All 13 that I have, apparently. That he gave me for some reason. Oops.
Make him like a necklace around his face.
He's the killer. He's the catchers.
Leave him out in the hallway.
I guess I'm going to get the food. It might be a good idea, probably.
From the other place?
From the other place.
Okay. Is the cleric going to go with him?
Sure.
And there's something else you guys got to consider. You've left a trail of dead bodies everywhere, and if they're found, they might come looking for you. So that's something else you want to go. So who wants to be the torchbearer as I modify the token? Because right now the room is illuminated with a pink glowing sword.
That's. Oh yeah, I can't cast it yet because.
I'll say the cleric is. How about the cleric's running it? Well, actually, the cleric has a shield, though. Does the cleric want to run shield and sword, or shield and torch? Or does the gnome want a torch?
I can carry the torch, and he can sword and shield.
Okay, but that's smart. You can be the tank. Of course. Token, image, resources, vision. Of course, you got dim vision, so hold on.
I mean, I don't need a torch, but
yeah, but she does. Okay, so you guys gonna go out in the hallway. Zoc, I think Zoc's having aggro issues.
Yep. Kids or dogs or cats or all of them at once. Cleric goes
runny
first.
nose. I needed to blow my nose, and doing that
is
on
rude.
film from like a gross idea.
Yeah, probably. So
yes,
you're gonna lead the way.
No.
Well, you're the tankiest party member you guys have right now.
I mean, that's all well and good, but it was his idea to leave, so he's his idea to leave, so he's leading.
I'm not the
so
first
you have a 10-minute conversation where the cleric is like,
but only I talk.
Yeah,
he can't say anything. I want to see your manager, your supervisor. Yes.
Well, you got to resolve marching orders. So the DM's going to sit back and watch this like this and have a drink.
You go first. You have a shield.
I think that was a height. Yeah, I'm trying to interpret what she's meaning. I'm like,
Well, I guess I'm just going to leave the torch here. Boink! And drop it.
I know. I kind of know what she's saying, but
Fine, I'll go first then. But I'm not going to take the torch because I don't need it. I dance around him.
God bless him. Changing token. Well, all this is. So the gnome takes the lead.
Yep.
And I assume you guys close the door behind you, right? Come back in the party.
Yes.
Gone. Okay.
Oh, well, we tried.
Okay. So you're heading back to the deal. Start down the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You guys have been really lucky on the random roll tables. So you guys scoot down.
We have testicular difficulty.
Yeah.
Oops.
Could you imagine Rowan Atkinson arguing with a gnome? That's just hilarious.
Yeah, he made 4 seasons of that.
And it's true. I guess Baldric would be considered a gnome, wouldn't he?
I'm not going there. I'm going there.
Yeah, that was the direction the guys came from. But who knows what lurks down in the south?
Mm-hmm.
Sure,
Open door.
You open the door, and once again, you find a bunch of dead goblins.
Mm.
Are you guys going to do anything to try to hide the dead goblins, or make it look like?
I mean, there's this room that has a door.
Roll them up against the wall and cover them in a blanket so they look asleep.
And use the blanket to mop up the blood. So, okay, you guys, I mean, they were sleeping there. They have their little beds there. They had little piles of hay and blankets and stuff. So you technically could do that. So you guys spend the next 10 minutes moving goblins back around.
Nice.
Over here. And if I know Bear, he probably posed 2 of them in a very inappropriate position like he does in Fallout.
Yep.
Let's see.
I mean, they're goblins, so.
You're gonna what?
They're goblins. Bear?
No, what did you say, Bear?
They're goblins.
Oh.
Bear, I want you to do a listening check.
Good. What was that? Yeah.
I think it's a wisdom roll. So that's well, you get a +5 as racial. Oh no, +3. So 1d20 +3.
Doink, doink, doink. It's a 14 +3, 17.
So Bear, as you guys are finishing up, you hear noise coming from down the staircase. You hear the pitter patter of probably what sounds like goblin feet, and you hear real ugly cutting language of the goblins. There's goblins coming, and they are chitter chattering about this being a good sacrifice, that the master will be pleased and stuff like that. Well, look, Captain Kilgosh, you haven't seen him in a while. We got all kinds of people coming out tonight. Bear, roll me another 1d procession check. Roll me a 1d20 +3.
Boink. 22.
Wow, your sharp gnome ears.
If you say elf ears again, I'm gonna have Sok beat you.
You got my ears off. You believe there are anywhere from 2 to. You can hear anywhere from 2 to 3, maybe 4, because there's another set of footsteps that sound off. So there's at least 4 beings. It's Tyrus. You can definitely tell there are 3 to 4 sets of foots coming down the steps, but one of them sounds distinctively heavier. What are you doing?
I'm gonna be an asshole. I'm gonna point at my ear.
Mm-hmm. Do the whole kind of like.
Yeah.
Does the cleric understand? Burn him, Ghost Rider! What are you guys going to do about it?
We can take 4. You have a shield. I have... What do I have? I have mirror image. I have...
Squeak!
Oh, yeah.
That's freedom this time.
Freedom! And
He's squeaking the poop.
Zoc, you do have a hold person spell.
I have charm person. I have influence twice. Let's ambush them. I also have dancing lights and ghost sounds.
Okay, how are you going to do this?
Give me the map. Whoop. They're coming down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
So if we hide, like one here and one here, or here and here, we could get the drop. Or we can distract them and they come down here and just drop some dancing lights here or here. Something like that.
And you explain that to the cleric?
I'm going to do it in semaphore.
You like one of the village people. The village gnomes.
Except which one am I? Didn't have a gnome.
So what's the cleric? Where's the cleric indicate where he wants to be? Stop, yo crap.
Me and Claire are on the same. Right after Robert
Tyler?
was doing.
Thank you. Here. I was giving freedom shit.
Yeah, Comey, I know.
Her bedroom is a free zone sometimes.
Terrible.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Freedom. God.
These animals.
My German Shepherd's quiet. She's under here asleep after pulling the bed off the box springs and trying to eat my boot and getting on top of the kitchen counter repeated times and eyeballing the top of the refrigerator. But you know, she's quiet.
Mine's just squeaking some shit. It's all. I think trying to take on 4 is stupid.
Well,
but we can distract them and take them over and fuck with them.
And you're pretty tanky.
Well, look it.
I mean, you got an AC of 7. Actually, if you're running your armor and shield, it's 18. And you know how my dice rolls go? Natural 20 on the first.
Yeah, pretty damn good when you're screwing me over. Jeez.
Whoa. And it sounds like they have and it's something else to consider. It sounds like they have a prisoner that they're bringing to sacrifice. And you know, you are a lawful good.
I wouldn't know that.
Did the gnome explain that the goblin?
No, he did some fucking charade shit at me and danced.
Interpreted dance for.
Yeah, it's not my fault that clerics can't dance. White clerics can't dance. They also can't jump.
So,
have you seen my haircut? Are you expecting great things out of me?
No.
Bear, did you communicate that to the cleric?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, we can
Okay, well, assume your positions then.
bend over, grab my ankles.
Kiss your ass goodbye.
Yes.
Oh Lord, man, you people.
Wink. I'm gonna hide here. And from there, I have an
whoa.
idea because I'm stupid.
Damn it.
I will hide somewhere. I don't know. Hide behind a pile of corpses over here. Why is my icon so huge?
You're a big guy.
Hold on, let me adjust your token size. Yeah,
It's like enormous.
Like your nose.
Rude.
Right.
That's coming from a gnome, by the way.
And of course, Foundry is being a pain in the ass. And what the hell? Okay. I'm having technical difficulties. Install some new add-ons to help with some of the icon stuff. Mostly to help me to see them better. Crap. Hold on. We're going to have to reboot this thing real quick. I'm going to turn this module off.
And now for this commercial break.
This commercial break
is brought to you by booze.
Yeah.
Hot Pockets.
Do you landscape your manscape? Because if you don't, you should really invest in.
You landscape your manscape?
No. God, you're deaf. You are deaf. Well, let's see which
switch.
I was like, what is landscaping your manscape? Like
shit.
Okay, it's gonna reboot. Kick everybody out. Whoa! Well, God bless America. Oh, not that. Well, it's getting weird.
Getting? Isn't you always? So
well, you know what? You know what? Well, to be fair, when they were in the Bardello in Cylon and Eastern Run, they never found the Paddle of Domination +1.
What exactly do they do?
Well, this thing is being a pain in my ass tonight. Good is the bar.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
That right there is Tyrus as I sit there and try to.
Yes, he's Tyrus.
And Biddick.
He has cold ears.
Oh.
Maybe bar balls give me trouble. Okay.
No.
It's going to restart again.
Yay.
Whoa. Apparently, we our sponsors are weirdos with very strange writing habits.
That is correct.
Oh, come here.
Okay, yeah. There's something about those modules I added that.
Oh, it's adorable little shit.
And guys, right there, holding for the camera, that is little Tyrus Rex.
Okay. He wants to go snuggle with the boys.
Oh.
Or maybe not. He's off to terrorize somebody else, I guess.
You're trying to get him, JR. Okay, now that we got all that shit sorted out, so you're hiding over here with the dead goblins. The gnome is hiding around the corner, peeking around the corner. You wait a couple of minutes, and you hear the cleric. You start to hear the pitter patter of goblin feet.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the goblins don't want to. Goblins don't want to move.
Okay. Which
means
I'm going to drop some dancing lights.
Okay, Bear, from your perspective, you can see them from there. So, okay, I'm going to do a quick surprise check for them. So, oh yeah, they failed that.
Hooray!
What are you casting?
Racial dancing lights.
So you summon an array of dancing lights in front of the fire that dominates.
They're going to make them into 4 glowing spheres of light, as described in the book.
Okay.
And they're going to dance.
And that there is that. No, that's Irma, and that's Irmo. We are not Shield. He is a little terrorist. So,
red collar. It's Irmo.
Walt cast racial profiling. So Bear, you summon these light orbs, and they appear there in front of the goblin scene immediately, and they kind of go.
Time to summon ghost sounds. Such a really stupid idea.
We have 4 Basset mix puppies and
hold on, I'm gonna close this window
pits in my house right now.
I'm reopening this. Hold on.
Stick of dogs.
I told you, Walt, you'd like a big sucker. I mean, a big sucker as I am. You have more dogs than I do for a change.
Yeah, but you're trying to catch up.
No, I tried to take this poor German Shepherd in that needed a home. After I thought she had pretty much had a home, but
Yeah.
Okay, is this gonna work?
How many are you at?
I don't know. I'm not disclosing. Okay, now that this is working again.
Hooray.
Saved by the bell. Share the screen back up. Apparently we have a new slides feature, which I don't know what it actually does. But anyway. So, okay. So they are attracted by the light. Sock, you're in your corner as you see the goblins breaching the archway of the door. Bear, you can see that they are dragging along a human who has who is bound behind their back. They have a hood over their head, and you really can't make anything about it. But you see 3 goblins. Who wants to roll group initiative? We're going to that.
Bear does, because mine sucks.
Okay.
Roll a d10.
What is the 10? That's 10. That's a 9.
Wow, you beat me. Okay, so Bear, you roll first. You go first.
I'm going to drop ghost sounds into this mix. Okay. Racial ghost sounds.
Describe this beautiful beam footage of.
I summon, but how is it described? I had no time. It just makes noises by the description, but it doesn't state which. So I'm dropping this in there on the lights, and then the goblins can hear a very classic old gnomish song, which is yes, which is known as the Bohemian Gnome Rhapsody, written by the absolutely glorious gnomish composer and performer Freddie Mercury.
Can you sing a little bit of this, what they're hearing?
Mama! Just killed an elf. I kicked him in the nuts, and then I spilled all his guts. Mama, life has just begun. But now I'm throwing the dice all away.
You're getting bonus XP for that shit. Yeah, well, I'm getting bonus XP for that. For his introduction, he got big bonus XP, and he's getting bonus XP for this.
The fuck?
You know what? I'm gonna cast confusion to see if these goblins are confused. Because I'm confused. Okay, they failed miserably. They are standing there staring. Is the singing coming from the lights?
It's coming from the lights.
They stand there and they are looking at it and they are thoroughly confused. Sock, the cleric, or
So
not.
what you could say is they were blinded by the lights.
25 XP to you.
I'm gonna whack the shit out of the nearest one with my sword.
You're gonna do a silent and charge at him with your sword.
I shouldn't even need to charge. It's right there.
Well, it's like one step. 1d20 plus 2.
Kill him.
What's the lag is up?
Oh, motherfucker.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I miss. Bad.
No, that's not even a bad miss. That is critical fumble. Let's see how good this is. What's a 67? Oh shit. You go forward to make the strike, but you trip on one of the dead goblins you'd piled up there in sleeping pose. You trip and you stumble a bit and you drop your shield.
I was distracted by the singing light.
Distracted by the light. We'll go with that. So you do this, and that's enough to make this goblin. Good Lord.
Uh-oh.
Who was that? Was that Beto?
That was Mocha getting his toes stuck, trying to climb out of the crate.
Oh, Lord have mercy. The puppy got stuck. Okay, your stumble and fumble alerts this goblin here to your presence. He turns around, takes a quick swipe at you. He misses. Yeah, that's a definite miss. These guys. This one's still kind of distracted, but he tries to take a quick swipe. Oh, good God. I rolled a fumble here. This gnome, he's so distracted by the light, he stumbles.
Goblin!
This goblin is so distracted by the lights and the singing, he trips and drops his sword. This other one, the third one he stays back and keeps control of the prisoner. Bear, back to you.
Mm-hmm. I am going to try and dart you. The closest.
JR.
Gonna dart him in the face.
Did you say gnome? I swear I want to dart the nearest gnome.
Gnome, goblin, it's all one. Everybody's the same.
It's racist.
Anyway. I'm gonna dart him.
Actually,
I'll try to.
In Air Day, though, goblins are basically corrupted dwarves, and gnomes are offshoot of dwarves. So technically, not all. Okay, well, have funny. Write some beautiful, amazing stories that we can digest later and enjoy greatly. Thanks for coming out. Bear, did you roll?
Dart. I'm rolling the dart. Darting the roll. 17 plus 3 is a 20.
That's a hit. Roll beautiful damage
Or
footage.
at least put him with his buddy.
1d3. Oh, fuckery. Can't type. Ah, help.
I'm gonna push Beto off the couch.
Where's the thing? Yeah, that was really brilliantly done. Because that was
and it's
like
plus
this.
1.
No, it's a -1.
No, it's not a -1 because you have a minus on your melee. That doesn't apply to ranged weapons dexterity, so you roll a 1d.
Oh, so it's a 2-1.
Actually, I think you roll it straight because dexterity does not apply to ranged weapons, actually. So just roll me a straight one.
Straight one.
Yep, 1d3. Oh, there's my buddy.
Wink. That's a 3.
Okay, Bear, you hurl that dart. It flies across the room, and it goes right into the eye hole of the goblin, into his brain, and drops him dead.
Oh no, he died by the light.
He died by the light.
Then the sound reaches the Skaranom, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolts of lightning, very, very frightening. Galileo. Yeah.
Oh, this is amazing. Sock, you're standing there. You drop your shield. You got your sword, though. What are we doing?
Oh, she's distracting with a dog stream. It's adorable fucker.
He's watching me eat my hot pocket.
Give me.
Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna whack a dude with the
sword.
D20 plus 2.
Yep.
$17.
Roll damage.
What's my sit damage?
1d8 plus 2.
Wow, that was disappointing.
You think? That's what
Great.
she said. Yeah, but you lop its head off, though.
Oh,
You
works.
step out. You grab its head. So I want you to roll a 1d20 plus 2 for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not telling you why. Just do it.
7.
Okay. As you're doing that, you hear struggling coming from the prisoner, and the goblin is distracted and trying to maintain control. Bear, you're back up next.
Influence on the guard goblin.
Okay, I'm let's see.
Doesn't say.
Let me say something. I have all the spells written in the thing. We're in the holy holy. Influence.
The minor charm makes one medium-sized or smaller humanoid regard the caster as a trusted friend and ally. Lasts for 3 rounds.
Okay, so he gets a saving throw with.
Oops.
Let's see. That's going to be. Well, it's not. Okay, charisma. So that's going to be a mental save. That's our primary of them. So it's going to be. Holy shit! So, okay, as a charisma roll against a non-prime, that means he would have to get. No, actually, hold on. Okay, no, if I count his hit die in, the goblin just barely makes the save.
Oh,
just barely, because I rolled a straight natural 20. And you count levels on saving throws, so your spell is not effective. Zot, but you can tell that the goblin is very confused by the things that the weird vibes entering his brain as he's struggling with this prisoner who's doing weird stuff. What do you do?
Try to stab the goblin.
Okay, scab the goblin.
Goblin.
Scab him. Scab him good.
17.
Roll damage.
That's a steppy step.
Yep.
Ouch.
8.
You come up behind him and ram that sword through his back, killing him outright.
Yeah.
Give me another 1d20 plus. Let's see, actually. 2. Yeah, 1d20 plus 2.
12.
Wow, this thief sucks. So you kill the last goblin outright, and the prisoner is there struggling against his or her bonds. It's clearly trying to do some Houdini shit, but they're struggling. Apparently, whichever goblin tied her up, him up, was in the Navy. And its name is Maggie.
Makes sense.
Little Mikey the Goblin's dead. Okay. In combat, what do you guys do?
I'm going to loot the goblins.
You find probably about 15 copper pieces on them.
Damn, we're going to be rich.
I'm going to stay out of reach of the tied up one because I don't think they're going to be very happy when they come out. And it's not like I can be like, hey, let me help you.
So you're not going to take their hood off.
Oh!
I'm going to eventually head over there when I'm done looting.
Well, I mean, you are going to have to come over here because all the dead goblins are
That's
over
true.
here.
And I want to recover my dart. It has no brain. Nay.
So you've lured them up. Have you picked up your shield? Was it for a reminder?
Yeah.
You picked your shield up. You're standing there. The person. Roll me another 1d20 plus 2.
Put the shit down. Take that. $21.
Okay. So you're losing control of your cleric.
Okay.
I'm giving you a voice. So after another couple minutes, the prisoner kind of does this. Arms come free, and in like one solid motion, grabs her hood, pops it off. Sock, you're taking over the thief, and I will NPC the cleric again. Hold on, I'm going to send you a quick private message.
Get a room.
That little toy is probably like my favorite thing ever right now. I get to throw shit at the dog. Ha!
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I sent you that. So you know your motivation.
I'm motivated.
The cleric is standing there, scratching his bum, looking at you. What do you say now that you're free? And the goblin that had you has all your shit. Which the
I'm gonna bend down and grab my stuff.
If you got that close.
I'm gonna look at him and say, "Thanks for the help."
I'll pull the last dart out of the brain. Yes, brain on it. Yay.
The cleric looks at you and goes, like, duh. Wipes his sword off and looks at he looks at you and goes, but he looks at the woman standing there. She's about 5.5 foot tall, long dark hair. He kind of looks at you and kind of goes,
she's only rudimentary bigger than me.
I wrote her height down as 5'8". Ha! But she's 5'5".
Okay.
So, what are you doing? Yelling at kids. Bear, what's your gnome doing?
Hello. As the music fades out.
As the music hits its crescendo, you're like, hello. And we're having internet issues again.
Oh.
I can't tell if it's just me or Zoc, or I don't know.
I'm muting myself because dogs are needing to go outside, and Loki and Thor don't listen to Marissa.
So, well, hell, we're kind of hung up on the reaction of this character.
Oh, I said hi.
He said hello. And
I
the
said hi
cleric's kind of
before
like,
that.
and then the cleric goes, y'all start saying hi to each other repeatedly. Bear, it's up to you. The cleric has nothing else to say. Not that he ever had anything to say to begin with.
Welcome to the great, whatever this is. I introduce myself with all my lovely I words, which I'm not going to repeat now.
Oh, I got excited.
No, this needs to be done in doses.
Okay. And the cleric is just kind of like, as you're going through, he's standing there going, and at the last one he goes, just gestures at you like, what does the thief say to all that baloney?
You must have incredible lungs.
Oh, yes.
Cleric mimics laughing.
Shall I sing you a song?
The cleric looks at you like, really?
Well, she said it. Fine, no songs then. Your loss.
Cleric wanders off.
And now we have more dead goblins to move.
I'm getting all my gear situated back where I normally carry it and whatnot.
So, what brings you here?
Stuff.
Yeah.
The cleric is over there positioning on the goblin, looks over his back like, stuff.
Well, stuff. Curious. We came here for things.
Cleric's back to it. He's like,
Stuff and things are important.
Sounds like we have similar goals.
Good. Would I would propose.
in the background, the cleric falls over after he drops the goblin. He sprained his foot. I rolled a 1 on the strength check. In the background.
Oh. All of a sudden, I feel a tail go like this between my legs. Like, whoa.
Whoa.
The gnomes are attacking. The gnomes are attacking.
Something. Freedom. Hi, Loki. Hello.
This is a high aggro evening.
Oh.
Well, since we saved you, I would propose I would think we could work together to get the stuff. And all the things.
Vicious pit attack.
Oh no, kill a dog.
What does she say to his proposal?
Sounds like a plan.
There are also spiders here.
Don't like spiders. Kill them
Big
with
ones.
fire.
The
Lots of
cleric
fire.
gets up, and he's kind of like, he's trying to imply at least there's no snakes, and he's doing this. He's like,
I'm not sure that had to do with the conversation, but my condolences.
Oh yeah, there are two more of us. They are currently busy.
Oh.
Big paralyzed.
well, boy, that must be pretty good if you're paralyzed.
Right?
Damn. And that's how we got banned from Twitch.
Mhm.
Right.
Let's see.
Come here, buddy. Don't be like that.
Okay. So you guys get the cleric mostly gets the gnomes, the goblins situated around, and he's standing up here at the hallway, kind of going,
Yes, yes. Don't be hasty.
he gives you a dirty look.
I'm not the one tripping over goblins.
What's funny is he's died twice now. What? So you guys, are you guys going to resume your trek towards the food hole?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell the thief that we're looking for the food hall so that we have something to eat while we wait for the other guys to come back.
Good logic.
Because there's still stuff to steal here. I mean, to liberate.
Do I know where the food hall is?
No,
Nope.
you've never been here before, but they do.
Okay. I didn't know how long I'd been, captive. So.
You're
Follow
a fresh
us.
arrival.
Ah, okay.
Man, it's amazing. I'm just liberally rolling D10s for random encounters to see if I get a 1, which is a random encounter. And I've not rolled 1 like a week.
This is ridiculous.
So you guys have a pretty short trip down the hallway, and you come back to the room and you find all the pilfer food they'd had. There's vegetables, there's rations they'd stolen, and at one point the cleric gets real excited and he pulls out a tin and pops it off and pulls out something fleshy and phallic looking, and he takes a big bite of it and then starts waving this piece of sausage around like, kind of like the guy in Game of Thrones. I can't remember whose name I can't remember because really, honestly, Game of Thrones is not memorable anymore. So you guys start plundering.
Plunder the rations.
You guys stock up on much stuff as you can, and the cleric is kind of like, he's like a change of heart and like, I'll lead.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up one cabbage head
Uh-oh. Not
additionally.
the cabbages.
Yeah, the cabbages, yes.
My cabbages.
Okay, what are you doing with the cabbage? You're just keeping it.
I'm going to put it on the head. Well, I'm going to put it on where one of the goblins had a head. No, he's a cabbage head.
I hope goblins. I'm
kid.
gonna have goblins come by and do a wisdom check to see if they notice this shit. So you guys start tracking back. I assume you're gonna go back to the main deal.
That would make sense.
Come on. God, there's a lot of dead goblins in here. So you stop to to defile the dead goblin
Apply
even
the
more
cabbage.
Yes,
with the
apply
cabbage, and the cleric is just like, God, why do I follow these guys again?
I'm going to put it on. Ta-da! Thank you.
Clerk
Thank
goes.
you. Thank you.
And takes a drink from his deal.
Yeah, he's gonna need that a lot.
Yes, he is. So you guys continue on after you've
Yep.
done things. I'm gonna. Hold on a second. So as you're coming down the hallway, you hear some noise coming from the other from down that hallway, echoing pretty good long ways. Enough noise that you really don't need a listening check because it's pretty damn obvious.
It's Santa.
It's Santa Claus. It really is. It is Santa Claus.
That work. Perfect.
God.
It's the noise we're hearing that comes down from the corridor.
Yeah, you know, it's funny you say that though.
Oh God.
You hear this squeaky sound coming from echoing down the hallway, and the cleric goes, and he looks back at you like, who's gonna go around the corner and check this out? Now, Zoc, I will remind you, you do have one magic item. You have a what the hell is it? Did I put it on here? I think I did. Yes, you have a cloak of elven kind, so you have a +10 to hide checks and to move silently.
Well,
Nice.
hopefully I have
are-
that bitch equipped.
Oh, you do.
Okay.
So, are you going to be the one to try to?
Sneak around the corner and
As-
see what's up.
Yeah. So roll me
Sure.
a 1d. Hold on a second. First, you need to roll a 1d20 plus 12. I think you're going to get that pretty well.
20.
Okay, roll a 1d20 plus 12.
14.
Let's see here. It's funny how much the squeaking is actually like distracting me.
I'm sorry, they got a new toy today, and it's
It's
got
okay.
3 different squeakers in it. They all have 3 different sounds. And it's like
Okay.
the boys are enjoying it.
Actually, I didn't even get. I'll roll that. Okay. So, your character slips by the cleric and into the shadows, and she moves ridiculously quietly. He peeks around the corner and can't. Before you even get around the corner, you just kind of meld into the shadows. And let's see here, vision. So there is some dim light in the hallway from a torch, and you look down up the hallway, and you see this fairly large dog with some sort of strange thing in its mouth that's making these horrible, terrifying sounds. And you see 2 kobolds with them, and they're standing at the intersection. and you don't know anything about the intersection. It's news to you.
I'll duck back, tell him what I see.
Cleric's
Kobolds.
fearful that. Oh, the cleric looks at you, Sock. He looks at, and I assume she introduced herself as Lyra Devons, whatever. But he looks at you and kind of does this. He forms like a question mark out there, then goes, or like asking.
No,
either
they don't
or.
have boobs on their head.
That came out of nowhere.
Well, it was like, woo, on their head. Like,
No, he was like making a phallic thing and doing this. Even
whoa.
Then he takes his torch and he's kind of like trying to make a comparison. And
No, they don't have their junk out. What's wrong with you?
the cleric slaps his forehead and just goes,
Don't look at me. I never understand him.
he was at for the audience's pleasure. He was asking, reptilian cobalt or no take candle cobalt?
The answer is yes.
I didn't get that at all.
the cleric just waves his hand, then he kind of gestures in the direction northern, and he's like, what are we gonna do? He points at the gnome and goes. He points at you and goes like this, and then he makes like a bowling motion up the hallway.
Do you need to roll initiative on him?
If you're gonna attack,
I'm just gonna go no.
Right.
A dog, you say? Doesn't help me much. It's not a boring
We have
animal.
food if we need to like distract the dog.
Like, we don't want to kill the dog.
Yeah, I can't do anything with him. It's not a burrow.
You have animal speaker. Well, let's see. That's an advantage. I don't think it's just for. Oh no, wait a minute. No. Yeah, okay. No, they are just for burrowing animals. But you took
Burrowing,
an
yeah.
advantage. That was. Okay, yeah, that was the racial advantage.
Hey, Loki.
So what are we doing?
I mean, I could sneak down and backstab one of them.
I can still do
So
dancing.
it's kind of like he points at the gnome, and then he like points in their direction and goes. He points like right here. See where the green thing is. The DM marker, and then he's like, then indicating ambush.
Yeah.
But he's kind of like, it's up to you, dudes. He's kind of like, I'm going to stay out of it. You guys figure it out.
Oh.
Well, yeah, ambush would make sense if they walk into the trap. can actually open this page. That's a problem.
Do I have any trap abilities, like making traps?
Yes, you have traps, which is 1d20 plus one roll. Let's see what kind of stuff you have. Rope tied into you have rope. You have all kinds of stuff you can make different traps with.
So something that would just like make them trip low across
You could do a
that like doorway.
You could do a trip line.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's dark. You have string. I don't know if string would be enough.
I mean,
And you got a small.
doorway.
You got a small tub of grease. You got You got five. You have
So
five.
how about I
spikes.
grease? What's the floor made out of?
Stone?
Okay, then I'm gonna grease the floor right before the trip line.
Okay. You're gonna double your odds.
Fuck yeah!
Okay, so give me a 1d20 plus 1. 13.
18.
You managed to stealthily apply the oil.
Yay.
Now you want to do the trip line?
Sure.
Give me another 1d20 plus 1.
I'm gonna fuck this up. 11.
You have problems getting the wire to fix anything to get enough tension on it to be trippable.
Well,
I'm
I'll try tightening it up a little bit and then fuck it. Good enough.
Roll me another 1d20 plus 1.
Great. 14.
Okay, you managed to get it. You're not sure how strong it's going to be, whether it can trip more than one or anything. So it's going to be hit or miss. But you did actually. I kind of screwed. Wait a minute. No. Hold on. No, that still would have. Okay. You got a 15. I forgot to tell. With class abilities, you get to add your level. And I forgot to tell you that. But that'd have been a 12, and that would still not have been enough. You need a 13 or higher. So you applied you set the traps up. The cleric's kind of like with his sword. He's like doing this with his sword. Judging.
No wonder Bear can't play charades with you.
Why? Make it sound bad or something.
Jeez. At least when I was telling him to go first, because he was short and I could see over his head, so we could both see, it somewhat made sense.
Have you ever played charades?
Yes.
I haven't. So there.
Oh. Well, you're really bad at it.
I am better at it than Bear.
I've never played any.
There we go.
So it's two blind
So
people.
she's setting her deal, and he's over there saying a prayer to himself. Bear, what are you doing?
I'm going to use my chalk, and I'm going to write in Cobalt, Goblin's steel candle on the wall, so that they're all warned. That the kobolds are warned that the goblins are bad.
Where are you writing it at? Are you going to write it like
on the wall?
There's
yes,
a bunch of walls. Okay, you carefully write it there. Okay, so they're just milling around the intersection. For whatever reason, they're not coming down there. But that the squeaking is stopped, and the dog is kind of he's got some sort of harness, and he's kind of pulling down the hallway and sniffing the air and growling.
The cleric.
Yeah, you know.
I don't know who's squeaking what now. Cooper went to bed, so the boys are out of their crate wandering around the house. So
Being little stinkers.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Waiting.
Yeah.
Where are you going to wait, Zoc? Are you going to wait here? Or are you going to wait elsewhere?
How about the opposite corner?
Okay. You hide over in the corners.
Yeah.
And the cleric stands here with his shield and his sword. What's the gnome doing? Is the gnome
Gnome's
being
gonna-
magical?
Yeah.
Is he gonna give a magical show?
Not yet.
Anybody gonna do anything to try to trigger them?
There isn't much I can do at this point other than one more
Are there any
dancing
loose
light.
rocks on the floor?
Maybe. You could let out a big fart too. I mean, just saying.
Sorry, I don't feel the urge.
Well, you have a whistle.
That sounds fantastic. I am going to blow the shit out of that whistle.
They failed a perception check. They didn't hear it now.
Oh, shit.
You blow the whistle. The wolf kind of shakes and starts pulling hard. Well, actually, you guys can't see any of this, but the kobolds. It's funny. I call the kobolds goblins. The goblins gnomes. Not...
The gnomes, elves.
He's a bit confused today.
I
Today?
am. Rude. Okay, so that's going to be. Damn it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, don't close. So okay, the dog comes running through there, hits the grease, slips, slides, trips, and slides into this wall, setting him for one round.
Please tell me that thanks to that harness that the kobolds get pulled through all that shit too.
Oh, they let him go. See, they're smart. They let go because they don't want to be dragged because they've done that shit before. The first goblin comes through there.
Kobold.
He hits, slips, and slides.
Slip and slide.
And also trips.
Yes. My washer's really noisy tonight.
The other goblin manages to hop over the grease trap, seeing what's happening, and he lands right here. Let's roll initiative as I try to get the
Do I need to do this again?
1d10. Yes.
What is 10? This is 10. No. Wow.
Wow. Bear, I'll let you go first.
So,
Well,
it's sadly not the. It is a cone.
what?
Are you
I'm
going to
going to. Yes, I'm going to cone the color on the kobolds.
Are you going to move your positions as to not hit her, or are you going to give her a color spray?
Well, there isn't really much I can move considering she's like on the other side.
Or you could try to hit them, I guess. Let's
Well,
see
if
here.
I cone it into, yeah,
See
give me
here.
this thing. Like if I cone like this,
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to try to only cone the kobolds.
Okay. Roll the cone.
Fuckery. What is the cone? Yeah. The spell can affect the number of creatures equal to 1d4 plus the caster's level. Okay, cool. I have an int here. That's cone.
Ooh!
Oh.
Ooh.
Someone's going to
Let's
get
see here.
coned.
Someone's going to get cone. Okay.
And a sparkle of purple
Well,
and pink.
roll the Let's see here. They got those guys are okay. Yeah, okay. So they're all gonna. He's gonna be down for 1. He's gonna be down 4. So you nail both the kobolds, stunning them for more rounds than they have life left.
Poor guys.
Sock, you go next.
Well, the kobold closest to me, I'm gonna backstab the shit out of.
Just roll a 1d20. Get 10 or higher. 1d20 plus 2. Yeah, because you have weapons finesse, so you get to add your
17.
Your dexterity bonus to your physical attacks. What are you attacking with? Your dagger or your broadsword?
Yeah, dagger. Be fine.
Okay, you roll in there and you stab him. Roll me damage. 1d4 plus 2.
Six.
Give him a good stab, but you don't outright kill him. Cleric takes a hit. He does. He doesn't get a. Good lord, he nails this. Oh, you got to be kidding me! Wrong one. Andre's being a real douche tonight. God damn it. No, okay, no, you kill him outright. You go over and you just stab him through the back up into the heart, and you fuck him up. The same happens to the other kobold. However, the wolf manages to get up.
Oh.
He was only stunned for 1 round, and the color blast to avoid you did not catch him. The dog starts getting to his feet. He's there, turn around and eat the gnome, as canines do.
Boo.
He lunges at you, Sock, and he does like a double bite, but misses. Back to Bear.
Why not? I'm
Can I
going
swat
to
him on the nose and tell him no?
You can try that when your turn comes up.
Okay.
minor
Right.
dark chaos.
Oh God.
Yes, on the animal.
What in the fuck are you doing?
Casting minor dark chaos. What the hell do you think I am doing?
Loki is like, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He grabbed a corner of the bed that they've got in the crate and is spinning circles.
This sounds
fun.
awesome.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
The gnome is going to do that later. In his bed. He's going to spin circles.
What's he spinning in circles? I'm afraid to ask.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Helicopter.
He's got a magical.
Well, it's a
Flat
no.
switch.
This is going to be more like a drone strike, but you know.
Hey, drones are big. It's gonna be more like he's gonna be flipping the light switch. Or I don't know. Maybe what gnomes lack in height, they make up for in length.
Maybe.
He might be a grower, not a shower.
God.
I'm glad Chuck's not where. I'm glad nobody's important is watching tonight. Barrett, what are you doing?
I'm gonna hit the dog or cast on the dog minor
Okay.
dark chaos.
Okay, you start casting that. That will go off in the next round.
Yep.
Sock, do you want to try to no bad dog?
Yes. I do.
Okay, let's see here.
Like, no, sit.
Roll me a 1d20 flat.
9.
That's not gonna do it. You're gonna have to get your charisma is not a prime, it's a So you'd had to have gotten oh god, you'd have to go. I don't think that was even mathematically possible to get that.
I mean, I'm mostly just trying to shock him. Then, if I can get him to, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's like, what is this white lady trying to do to me?
Donk.
Are you trying to take me home and make me a pet?
Yes.
Oh, that ended so well the last time.
Yeah.
It ended great last time, thank you.
The cleric trips over a kobold.
This guy's useless.
He didn't roll a 1, but he just rolled a bad miss. So yeah, there's that. So Zot.
Yes.
Hell, that wasn't a good that wasn't a really good roll. Like I dropped the dice and it rolled on a 17, which is more than a hit. Where's my thing? Where's my die? Which die is it? There we go. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Sock.
Yeah.
Roll me a 1d20 plus 2.
$16.
Got a 16?
Yeah.
Ooh, weirdly delayed. You saw that before I did. So okay. The dog lunges at you and grabs you by the arm and starts violently shaking you, trying to pull you down to the ground. But because you made your saving throw, you managed to pull the arm away, but not before he does 6 points of damage.
Ooh.
He rips your arm to shreds. It's bleeding profusely all over the place. And since the cleric has no healing spells. Yeah.
Good.
Bear, back to you.
My Minor Dark Chaos should be going off.
Okay, let's see here. Okay. Okay, the charm. No, it's charm person. Okay. Okay, so that's going to be okay. So the little gnome, he stands up with his arms held high or held low, and he's like, and he starts waving them like this, and then suddenly these black tendrils of like a smoky imagery, this smoky thing emanates out and shoots across the room to like 2 smoky whips and hits the creature for 6 points of damage. They start. The dogs
swirling and touching and groping.
Yeah, and they're touching this wolf all in its no places, and it's freaking the beep out. Let's see.
It's really,
hold on.
It's really tentacles.
He's not going to make that intelligence throw. That's not prime. The cleric comes up. And the cleric actually does something useful.
Hooray.
As the wolf is thrashing about, freaking out, the cleric comes in and buries his sword in his neck, killing him.
Poor puppy.
Poor puppy. He will not be your pet today.
The cleric could do something else useful.
What?
Bandage.
He immediately goes into like battlefield medic mode, comes down and starts wrapping you up and stopping the bleeding, cleaning the wounds up. But he's kind of like, no. He's like, he wiggles his fingers there and shakes his head in the negative.
I should make an illusion spell where it gives you the illusion that you're being healed, but you're really not.
That's pretty much what illusionary healing is.
Yep.
Okay, you guys have into combat. Everything is dead. I got more bodies, but they're small.
Mm-hmm.
course, you wrote in Goblin. Was it Goblin that the Goblin
Kobold. In Kobold.
Oh, you know Kobold, so you wrote that on the wall.
Yes, I don't know Kobold.
Well, that might be a good distraction if they find all these bodies. Maybe now they have a reason to believe that they've had
I'm gonna kill each other.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing now?
Move the bodies
Where are you moving them to?
in that other room, opposite to our hiding room.
Okay. Let's see. The cleric throws a kobold over his shoulder. And he starts making his lips like a whistling, but he's not actually whistling. He's just like,
The fuck is he doing with the kobold?
He's gonna have some fun tonight.
Like, I'm actually gonna ask that of the
he
little-
points at. When you ask that, he points at the gnome and continues walking down up the corridor like a boss, like an original OG gangster.
I'm gonna look at the note and be like, what the fuck?
But are you gonna? He carries off the kobold, and after a few minutes, he comes back. Oh, that's wrong. Wrong die. Guys are so lucky. He comes back and he grabs the next kobold and starts carrying it off too.
Oh, he's going to hide the bodies.
Yeah. You know, he's
Okay.
quite strong enough. Probably could have carried both of them, but whatever. This is like the most unknowing, unaware. The people in this dungeon are like my neighbors. You could be out there with two guns shooting in the air, dancing naked, breaking glass, dogs barking and screaming, and they don't know what the hell's going on, right?
Perfect.
It's because I moved
like-
from the city. Those are all normal sounds.
So eventually, since no one's helping him, eventually he carries the wolf off. You guys find about 14 copper. So yay! You guys
Hooray.
are gonna be much richer. You guys are up to 72 copper now.
Woo.
So the priest finally comes back, a cleric, and he looks at you guys like. And then he
Spring
kinda
the
look-
Hmm? Huh?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, after you.
No,
Short
no,
ones
you.
go first.
The old ones go first.
You're older than I am, so fuck you.
The ugly ones go first.
Damn.
The cleric keeps peeking down that southern corridor and kind of like scratching his head. That's all he does. What are you going to say?
We should bring the food to our hidey hole first.
Yeah. So, hi ho, it's off to the hole we go. Da, da,
Hooray.
da, 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 da. You come back, you manage to get here, and you find nothing has been disturbed. They're still laying there looking kind of goofy. What do you say to all this?
We found a friend. Don't mind them. They don't talk much.
The cleric points at both of them and goes. So you set the food. The cleric starts munching on an apple. What are you two doing? Zoc is muted.
Sit down and eat.
Nom, nom, nom. So you guys, it's safe to assume you guys are probably gonna rest for a little while, right?
Yeah.
Would make sense.
Might even want to bed down for the night.
We'll have to take turns watching.
Mm-hmm.
The cleric is kind of like, I can pray. And then he points at the gnome, and then he goes,
What the fuck?
like, you can memorize your spells again.
Yes, I know.
So, Bear, you get to decide how long is this rest period going to be? How long are you going to sleep?
I don't know. How long do I take to memorize my spells?
I forget how. Do I even have that open? I got too many windows open. Got too many damn windows open. Oh. This is why I need a physical copy, which is going on sale next week. Not next week, whenever. Duration, obstacle, saving throw, target of spells, target of effect, range, casting time.
Some
spells,
racials
spells,
come back.
Cleric, looseness, healing, magic, copying, research, deciphering, gaining levels, card.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. All right. Number of spells at each level. Okay, a spell is typically quite long. A character's level. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, they need to rest, sleep, and rest for a total each hours each day before preparing spells. So the character needs not slumber for every minute of that time, but must refrain from movement, combat, spellcasting, or any other feisty activities. No fun for the gnome. You can't use the paralyzed members inappropriately.
Oh, I mean, I can if I don't want any spells.
The cleric would not take kindly to that, but whatever. Okay.
I can blindfold him.
Kinky.
What's he gonna do? Tell on him?
To whom?
He's really bad at charades, so that ain't happening.
So you guys making preparations to secure the room any before bedding, resting?
I would guess so.
I'm going to attempt to drag the big ass spider in front of the door. Maybe the big ass cleric can help.
Okay, let's see here.
I should stand on the spider to direct where you have to pull.
Is it like that meme where that guy is standing in the back of the truck?
Oh, shit. So I rolled a strength check.
Can't see that.
That's a 1.
Wow.
And I get a free total. Sock, roll me a 1d20 flat because your strength is really your worst trait. So,
motherfucker!
This spider looks a lot heavier.
Wow, that spider ain't moving.
That spider ain't moving.
I'm gonna try and help. I'm gonna see if I can roll a 1 as well.
Yeah. Roll a 1d. Roll a 1d20 minus 1. Three 1s in a row. Good gracious.
Holy shit.
That spider is not moving.
I'm gonna make sure
we need to just accept it.
And what's funny is I rolled a physical die and you rolled both digital and all of them are 1s.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Sparky the spider's not going anywhere tonight.
Nope.
The cleric starts looking at the leg. He pulls up one of the legs and starts making a sawing motion. Like maybe we need to cut it up first.
Too much work.
Anyone got a saw? Because I don't.
I don't think she might have a saw. She's a female.
I don't know. I keep trying to open my character thing on the wrong fucking screen.
I can write on it, but it's not gonna help.
You can draw a penis on it.
Speaking of which,
Whoa. Are you gonna put a penis on the elf?
yes.
Apparently you do not have a saw. That is weird. You got a crowbar. You got a file.
Good luck. Have fun.
So things calm down. You manage to pile up a bunch of rocks, and just for the sake of as a good DM, Zoc, you set a what kind of trap do you want to set?
I'm gonna grease the floor in a trip line.
Okay, we'll forgo the trap
So if
check.
somebody tries to come at the door, they're going to slide in the grease, trip on the line, and slam
Maybe
into
go
the door.
down to the well. Maybe go down to the well. Oh, you're gonna put it on the outside. Okay,
Yeah.
brilliant, very brilliant. So you do that. You guys bed down. You kind of secure the door as best you can. Bear, are you gonna do anything interesting like look in the well or anything like that again? Because we all
There's
know
a
how
well
that.
in here.
Yeah, that's where the spider came out. The spider lived down in the well.
Oh,
Well, I can look down, but it's dark.
But you can see in the dark, kind
I
of.
can see in the dark. Yep.
Roll me a 1d20. 1d20.
Well, nope.
God. Oh,
Do I even find the well? At the road.
You no. Zoc, do you try to look down it?
I
Yeah,
sure.
give 1d20 plus 1.
No.
Jesus.
At least I find the well.
And the cleric is wondering why you guys are all looking down there. And he looks.
He falls down the well.
Yep.
I mean, he's been less useful.
That's much better. I didn't totally do that. The cleric looks down there. He's like really confused. Like he reignites his torch and he starts kind of doing this above it, and you catch a glint down somewhere down in the well, like a golden glimpse.
Hmm.
Of what?
You being a thief, you would recognize this by some sort of shiny metal, eventually valuable.
You. Is there somewhere I can tie a rope to?
Yeah,
Spider.
you can tie. Yeah, because
Well, the
that spider
spider
ain't
ain't
going.
fucking moving, so
Yeah. The cleric, you start tying a rope to the spider.
is there anywhere that looks better to tie it to?
No,
Okay,
Yeah.
then
and
yes.
it's fun because it's funnier. The cleric's watching this and he realizes what you're doing, and he looks like he points at the gnome.
I'm not tying it to the gnome.
He points at the gnome. He said, and then he's like pointing down the well. Like, send the gnome. He's little.
But I'm the thief.
God, I wish you could speak because I know exactly what he'd say. He's Sprug.
He might be smaller, but I'm the thief, and I don't know if he can climb the rope. I can.
It's like he sits down. You going down in there?
Stick to your praying, boy.
Yeah, I mean, you could tie me to the rope. And then
That'd
dangle
be
me
neat.
down.
She wants to go down.
Let her go down.
I want to take a torch or something with me, though.
I can see in the dark.
The cleric is like he's like volunteers to hold the torch over
Well, at least you're doing something useful.
because you can tell there's water down there.
Okay.
Are you going down?
Yeah.
So you get down about okay. As you start descending, you start getting a strong whiff of rotting flesh, and then as he kind of circles, wait a minute, does anybody have a cast light spell still? No, I don't think he. No, I don't think. I think we've shot all of our light loads.
I had only one.
Yeah,
that's
the
on the
cleric only had
sword.
one too, and the sword is expired by now. So he's kind of waving, and you can see a lot of cracked bones and skulls and shit. And you get down about 15 feet, and there's water, but you can tell that there is shit beneath the water. It doesn't seem like the well is very deep though.
Ew. Nope.
You're not going to search it.
No.
Oh, come on.
Not in the rotting flesh. Thanks.
No, I mean, there's some it's kind of hanging on some of the bricks, but you can see the water, but you can still see through the water, so it's not completely filthy.
Completely.
What are you gonna do?
Well, what was the shiny metal I saw?
You can just tell there's something down there. You're gonna have to reach down there and
Oh,
try to
it's
feel.
in the water. Ew.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How greedy are you?
Very.
Give me a perception check. That's a 1d20 plus 1.
5.
You can't really get a good idea of what it is. You just know it the way it shines, you think it could be a valuable metal.
Take it. Take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach in and grab it.
Let's see here. How do I want to do this?
And that's how a thief dies.
And that's how
Yeah.
the thief dies. Barracuda bites you on the ass. No. Okay.
There's a sharknado down there.
So, Sock, you managed. You're down there filling your end, and you're like, ugh. And you start filling the rough edges of coins.
Of what?
You feel like the edges of coins.
Oh.
You grab a handful of them. You realize you don't get all of them, but you pull out and they're silver.
Oh.
You got about 5 or 6 of them, but you can tell there's more of them down there.
Stick it in a bucket and reach down and grab some more.
You keep doing this until you get about 37 silver peaches. Roll me up a 1d20 plus 2.
Words are not your friend today.
11.
Okay. You managed to find but that still wasn't quite. There's still there's some shiny shit down there. You gonna go in again?
One last time, yeah.
Let's see. You reach down and your fingertips go under what feels to be like a chain. You pull it up and you pull out a gold necklace with gems on it, and to your eyes, you're pretty sure it's worth probably about 150 gold.
Ooh.
Nice.
Pocket.
Roll me another 1d20 plus 1.
16.
As you kind of lean over and look, you still see some gold, some kind of gold tinged reflection in the water.
Grab for it.
It takes you a couple of minutes before you finally get a hold of it, and there are more coins. This time they're gold coins. Eventually, you manage to fish up about 25 gold pieces. I mean, that's not all you fished up, but we'll get into that next week.
I don't like the sound of that.
You've also fished up tetanus.
Right. Am I supposed to be keeping track of the money that we...
No, I got it.
Okay. Because I don't see anywhere to add that shit. So
There is. I just
Okay.
right now. You come up. Do you show the loot that you found?
Sure. Not
The
the
cleric's
necklace,
like,
but the silver.
not the gold coins.
No. Maybe a couple.
Let's see. Perception check on the cleric. The cleric looks at you and he's kind of like giving you a stink eye. Then he looks at the gnome. Then he points her and he's like, but he can't communicate what he thinks.
I have an inkwell and some paper he could write on.
That would break his vow of silence.
But he isn't. It doesn't. He doesn't speak. He writes. It's not the same thing.
You don't understand what the vows he was supposed to take. We may discover it someday, but not today. He was forbidden from speaking and writing because the thing that caused him to do this, well, he's a naughty boy.
Was he a gossip?
No.
He can write.
Maybe he can't write. That's a possibility. So you don't share the gold with him?
Couple pieces.
The cleric eyes you suspiciously.
Fine. God, there were a few more pieces of silver than that. I just couldn't get them all.
Oh, he's just shakes his head, and he just goes to the corner, starts praying. So, whatever you guys do or don't do about the treasure, you settle in for a night. The gnome is allowed to take plenty of rest because he's the illusionist.
Mm-hmm.
He's so amazing. He's got to do that. Let's see, clerics. Actually, he needs to pretty much rest as much as you do. He goes into his praying. He spends a lot of the next 8 hours praying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Did we determine if the door opened in or out earlier?
I think he said in.
Well, I'll sleep in front of the door. That way, if it opens, it'll wake me up.
So you guys actually managed to get through the night without any trouble.
Nice.
The cleric, after a long night of praying and stuff, he wakes up and a silent yawn. And he starts eating some of his rations. What do the rest of you guys do?
Same.
Yep.
So you guys mill around, and you've had some spells and stuff restored. And the cleric looks at you like, "What are we gonna do today?"
What's with the two stiffs?
The cleric points at the spider, then points at them, and he takes his hand a little bit and goes,
Okay. Spider bit them.
he looks at the
Are
gnome.
they dead?
No.
You can tell that their eyes are still darting around.
Okay.
He just points at the gnome. It's like, I'm trying to communicate with dumbasses. That's what he's thinking.
Well, the spider bit them, like he said. And they're gonna wake up eventually. Hopefully. Maybe. Who knows?
But how long?
About 48 hours. So another day, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I need more rest.
So the thief's gonna zonk out for more rest.
Well, I mean, that's one way to heal, right?
Yeah, I mean, you would have gained 1 hit point back for your rest. The cleric looks at the gnome though, and he kind of goes like this, and then he starts pointing behind him because he's seated with his back against the wall to the south. He's kind of pointing down, kind of indicating down that hallway. Kind of like, I'm bored.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do? You want to go out and explore?
It's like, sure, why not?
Okay.
After the thief has had her nap, because it's so important.
Yeah, and you go first.
Cleric's like, yeah. Does anybody actually volunteer to go exploring, or are they just going to hold up for about 2 days?
How long are these fuckers paralyzed for?
48 hours. So it's probably about like 30 hours now left to go. Well, yeah, we'll say about probably 35 hours, probably. To be fair, I'm not keeping real good track here.
Let's find another spider.
The cleric's like,
I'm gonna get a spider out of this. Just you wait.
oh Lord, God had spider. Spider gnome. He's
Oh,
always
yeah.
trying to tame spiders.
Hey, it's worth a try.
Yeah.
I'm willing to sacrifice the party for it.
What's the thief say to this nonsense? This weird half discussion, non-discussion about going out and checking things out. Because the cleric's he's kind of like pointing at food and kind of like indicating that, maybe we might need more supplies, or maybe we can find a better place to hold up. I mean, then again, you're in a room where the giant spider is.
Well, if somebody comes in, we can eat them.
The cleric looks at you like,
The spider
I mean,
did.
if you guys want to go look for stuff, I can stay here.
Such a hero.
the cleric cocks his brow at you like he's deeply projecting an aura of distrust at you.
Or if you two want to stay here, I can go look.
Oh, we all go look. I can stay here.
Do you guys even know how to get out once your companions wake up?
He looks at you like that's an insulting question.
There's an entrance
Well, I would
Where we
assume so.
where we came in, so.
And saved her.
Don't forget that. You owe us.
You owe us mucho big time.
Bigly.
While you guys are having this engaging conversation, their stomach starts to grumble a little bit, but a minor cramp here and there. But you don't think much about it.
Uh-oh.
Like hell, I don't.
Do you say anything about this? Oh.
I'm gonna be like, guys, I don't feel good.
Cleric looks at you like, points at himself like, what do you want me to do about it?
You're the cleric. You're the healer type.
He stands up and he's just like, he starts grabbing like he's trying to pull something out of his ass, and looks at you with a question mark in the air.
I mean, there's nothing coming out of my ass right now, but there might be later.
He just shakes his head and shrugs like,
You're useless.
I can't. He looks at you offended and he points at the spider. Then he pulls his sword out and holds it to the sky. Like,
As a
I
cleric, you're
did that.
useless.
Oh, as a cleric, what? You froze.
He's useless.
But yeah, he points at the spider with his sword like, I did that. I
I'm
killed
still
that
insisting he's useless.
I'm just watching.
If he can't heal wounds and he can't cure disease, what fucking good is he?
He's like, when you say heal, he's like, but on the disease side, he's kind of like,
I'm just gonna curl
he
up
finally
in the
just
corner.
kind of, he stops and kind of like, wait a minute. And then he pulls out a small vial and hands it to you.
What's it do? Whatever. Drink it.
It tastes like mineral water.
Turns you into a gnome.
Then he gives you a thumbs up and takes the, What? He takes the little vial from you and it's like, and then he says a prayer and puts his fingers to your forehead and he goes back to his corner. He gave you something to drink and prayed for you.
He does realize he's stuck in this room with me, right?
Do what? Do what?
He does realize he's in this room with me, right?
Yeah.
It's
And?
probably about to smell very bad in here.
And it's not like a whole lot he can do about it. If you say something about it, he points at the well. Like, hang your ass over it and be done with it. Or go right. Or and he's like, he points at your ass and he points at the door and he kind of mimics kobolds. He's like, go shit on them.
Dude, I happen to remember that I've greased the hallway, so no, I'm not going through that doorway.
There's a toilet in here somewhere in one of the rooms. We found it. It's occupied.
Don't even want to know.
There's a goblin in it.
I don't.
In it or on it?
Oh
Both.
yeah. So the barbarian killed the gnome so hard. The party opened the door and found a goblin on a bucket, taking a crap. And then they killed him so hard he bounced off the wall and fell in the bucket. He had a shitty death.
Well, sounds like I'm about to have one too.
He kind of waves his hands. He's like, it's going to be fine. So this back and forth goes on for many hours. The bickering, your stomach grumbles a little bit here and there. But it comes and goes. And he's kind of dismissive. Like, you're fine. You're fine.
Are you?
So, everybody roll me a wisdom check.
Oh boy.
1d20 plus whatever your wisdom modifier is. I think you're all going to get +1, I think, except maybe Bear.
Yeah, I'm cheating
That Bear
again.
gets nothing.
Bear gets a wisdom check because he has the thingy. I mean, the
15.
+2. I have a charmed existence for wisdom, so yeah.
While you're sitting here having all this back and forth nonsense, you hear a weird noise and then a hard thud against the door.
Uh-oh.
Ready for combat.
Huh?
Let's get ready for combat.
What are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna listen what is going on outside there.
Roll me a listening check. 1d 20
Big
plus
yes.
5. That has a wisdom check.
Uh-huh. Meh, 16.
You hear a high pitched, like almost hyena cackling. 2 distinct tones.
Huh?
And the panting and growling of another.
Oh. There's some stuff out there.
You don't say.
Is it all you do? You just say, "There's something out there."
Can I make out what is spoken? I mean, the language.
Do you know Knowlish?
I don't think I do.
You speak the language of Knowles. I'm too lazy to look on the sheet.
No, I don't.
Give me a wisdom check. Tell me what you get.
20, 18 plus 2.
You know there are Knowles out there.
There are gnolls out there.
Recognize it, Ryzen. Sounds like there's 2 of them out there.
Probably 2. Should we let them in?
I'm going to hide in the shadows by the door and pull my dagger out so I can prepare to stab something if necessary.
Zach, you need to give me a check on that, because I'm having technical difficulties with this damn thing. I think Yelcott has been ridiculous lately. Roll me a 1d20
Plus 12?
plus 3. 1d20 plus. Damn, you're cutting out. Hold on. 1d20 plus 13.
26.
Roll that again.
$16.
Okay, you managed to hide very quietly. Are you going to hide on one side of the door or the other, or where are you going to hide? Maybe you're going to climb up and do a weird Batman thing.
Just off to the
How
side
do you want
of
to
the
hide?
door.
Off the side door, nothing tricky.
Nothing too crazy, no.
Okay, what's the gnome doing?
I'm gonna go here.
Why is this token still?
And the cleric can go into the other corner where the barbarian is.
Okay, the cleric is going to stand over the barbarian with his sword ready.
I'm going to see for a moment. I'm going to use disguise on myself.
What are you going to disguise yourself as?
I'm going to disguise myself as the spider.
Okay.
Okay, here's the deal. Barrett, roll 1d3.
Oh, God. I'm going to do a 6. How do we do this? 1 and 2
3,
is...
4, 5, 6.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3 in 2 and roll. That is a 2.
You quickly realize it's going to take you about 30 minutes to make this disguise or get yourself in the spider, and you realize you probably don't have enough time to do that.
Yeah. That's kind of all I can do.
You
Except...
can try hiding behind the spider, I guess. Start making ghost spider sounds.
I could do a mirror image. I'm going to do mirror image on myself.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Sock, roll me a d10. I'm making you roll initiative while he figures out what's going on.
Okay.
I'm rolling a mirror image. I know what I'm doing. Shut up.
5.
Okay. So
No. Oh.
So while all this is going on, the door finally busts open, and this giant gnoll creeps in there
Oh, good.
with a long sword. Bear, you're in the process of casting. I'm going to give it to Zoc. Zoc. And it's dark. The gnoll is having not much difficulty seeing because they have dark vision. So they can. He's coming in. He's starting to scan. He doesn't really notice the gnome at first. Because really, actually, the gnome could be behind the well. Actually, what do you do?
I am going to. Let's see.
Are you going to backstab?
I'm going to backstab. Yeah.
1d20 plus 4. Actually, 1d20 plus 6. You get plus 6.
Can I backstab with a broadsword?
There's nothing that says you can't.
Okay. Son of a bitch! Fuck yeah!
Roll me a percentile.
Nope. $90.
Oh, that's going to be bad. Good for you, bad for him.
The gnoll disintegrates.
The fight? Yes! But damn, we might not have been able to move that spider.
Okay, Doc, roll 4d4.
Oh boy.
$10.
So as he's coming in to examine the situation, he never sees you coming as you come up and you bring that sword and you run him through the back. The sword comes out his chest. And you pretty much kill him outright. It's kind of like you grab him, you shove the sword in, and you drop him down. The cleric holds his action. He's behind the shield, and if he kind of gives you like a one of those weird nods. That takes us back to the bad guys. Angered, the gnoll runs in. He sees the cleric, biggest target. 16. That's going to be a hit. Noel turns his back on Usopp, and he slams. No, actually, no, that would be 8. No, it'd still be a hit. The Noel uses his powerful strength to just like slam his fist into the shield, and hits him so hard it knocks the cleric backwards, and he bounces against the wall and bunks his head.
Oh god, he lands on the barbarian in a very
inappropriate position. And then Bear that runs into the room, leaping at you.
Cool.
Let's see. What's your armor class? Oh.
12.
Bear? Let's see. Concentration check.
Oh boy.
Okay. Your primary is intelligence. Barrett, roll me a 1d20 plus 2.
15 makes 17.
Okay, that's good for you. As long as this thing doesn't kill you. He bites you for 20 points of damage. No.
That would be a bit much.
Oh, wow. He jumps up and nips you on the nose for a massive 1 point of damage. Gives you like a pibble nibble. But you manage to maintain your concentration through all of it. And roll me how many, let's see how many mirror images you get.
Let's see. Whoops, that's the wrong.
Good
5.
Lord.
Again.
Oh, I don't want...
And Chester can't do anything. His elf is just going to lose his mind. Gnomes again.
So gnomes start popping into existence. 5 of them all over the place. One of them standing on top of the elf. One of them standing on top of the spider. One of them standing back here. And one of them is standing somewhere else. I don't have enough room on this map. There are gnomes everywhere. Which brings us back, Zoc, back to you.
I'm going to stab the one that went after the cleric.
You got backstab.
So.
Yep. Hit him. Roll bit.
Is D20 plus...
plus 5, 6.
Damn it.
8. Too much dead shit. I'm distracted by gnomes popping out of nowhere.
Exactly what happened. You're about to plunge that sword right through him, and then out of the corner of your eye, you start seeing all these gnomes popping in existence. You kind of like,
what the fuck?
And the sword kind of glances off his leather armor. It just runs down the belly and gives him a nice belly rub.
The knoll is aroused.
No! I've seen this meme. I know how this ends.
You pick a happy family. Enjoy.
No.
I got nothing. But the cleric managed to regain his bearings and jump up and attack the knoll for shit. He stabs. He managed to come up behind the shield and runs the sword through his chest for a full 9 points of damage.
Nice.
Let's see. There are 6 gnomes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bear, you're free. Of course, you know what?
Bullshit.
Animals can smell very good. Oh. Ow, Bear. Let's see here. Wow. So, in its distracted state, the wolf jumps up and bites your hand for 2 hit points of damage, but he's still
Yes.
distracted by all these gnomes bouncing all over the place. Zoc, what are you doing watching this gnome shit show?
Well, the wolf's back is to me, so I'll try to backstab the wolf.
Okay, sneak up there and try to stick at him. Roll percentile. I hope he stabs Bear. But Bear has like 6 chances.
15.
15. Bear, roll me a d6.
Oh god. Dat is een 4.
She stumbles and stabs. Her sword goes through one of the other mirror gnomes. If it weren't for the gnomes, you'd be just kebab. Hey, so, roll me 2d4. Let's see what kind of damage had it been. That's 2d4 plus 2.
Is it +2 or is it
Yeah.
times 2?
No, because this is a fumble, not a critical hit. You just you would have had a roll.
Well, the
2d4.
backstab is +4 to attack and then double damage.
Okay. Well, okay, fine. That's true.
So it would be 2d4, which is 4 times 2. How the fuck did 2d4 turn up? Oh, never mind.
Bear
7, so it would have been 14.
Bear would be dead, right? Well, Bear would be at death's door right now.
Yeah.
Bear, it's your turn.
I'm going to run away. In a circle.
Okay, you start
Around
running in
the
a circle.
well. And all the gnome images, they mimic what I do, so they all start running
God.
in this circle as well. It's a gnome bonanza.
The cleric starts getting sick to his stomach watching all the gnomes run around. He's going to attack at a minus. He stabs the well.
Why is the cleric trying to stab the gnomes?
Psycho.
The wolf bites at one of the gnomes and misses. He gets thoroughly confused. Sock, you're up next. And remember, you got a hand crossbow. You can stand off and just shoot things.
And she shoots me.
Right now, they're moving a lot. I'm gonna try to stab the wolf again.
Okay. It's gonna be a regular attack because he is turning around, moving around so
Right.
much. He sees you. He's, oh my god! Look at all the squeaky toys.
Oh,
Why
boy.
would they squeak when I bite them?
+2.
Mm-hmm.
Is it +2?
Yeah. Because you got finesse.
9.
9 hit.
9.
Pear, what are you doing? You still running around like a gnome on methamphetamines?
I'm going to start. Hey. Oh, oh. Complete confusion.
Wow.
No, like in that. Where was that? I think one of the English football clubs had a pair of brothers as players, and they started having this weird chant, this na 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 ooh 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 ooh. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh man!
And you're now hopelessly confused.
I am hopelessly confused.
Good. And all the gnomes do the same.
The gnomes are all doing the same. The cleric tries to step forward and attacking the wolf. Ooh, natural 20.
Yay!
He manages to say a prayer. He asks his deity, "Let me ignore all these gnomes, so I may hit what so my strike may land true." Wrong one.
I need to find this.
I gotta get my paper in the right order. Okay, that really doesn't apply. I'm gonna re-roll that. Weapon arm struck, weapon knocked away. How do you knock it? Guess you're gonna knock his teeth out. But we're gonna re-roll. Oh, ooh, ow, 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 ow. Holy shit! Massive critical. Roll twice.
Nice.
Holy crap! This thing has rolled so many times. Let's see here. Yeah. So the cleric rushes in with a sword, swipes hard. He in one blow he cuts the one of the legs off of the wolf. The wolf goes down. He comes back, slices it, hits another leg, taking it off, then brings the sword up and slams it through his chest, killing it outright.
Ooh.
And then the cleric looks at the thief and like, who's useless now? Will the real official spank stand up?
They're all standing. But yeah, I'm gonna stop running. And the images stop running too.
So all these gnomes are looking around at each other. What's the thief say and all this?
Did all the mirror images just vanish?
Yeah, I took them all for the sake of maintaining this tiny little space. But they're all still there. They're all sitting there looking around, like shaking each other's hands, doing weird
wolf's
shit.
Dead, so we just have one gnoll left.
No, everything's dead.
Oh, everything's
killed
dead.
Everything. Yeah.
Shit. Okay. Well, okay.
The cleric comes up and he starts mouthing a prayer and heals you for 5 points of actually he heals you to full health. Let's put it that way.
Ooh, thank you.
And you're healing, but you still feel bubble gutty.
Well, let's dump the dead shit down the well if we can.
Let's see here. Strength check. Yeah, that's going to be definite. So Zach, you're going to help him for all these massive nobles. So you start throwing all the nobles over the deal. Splash, splash. They go in. You clear it out pretty good. The cleric cast Cure Light Wounds on himself for free. And he bandages the gnome.
Yay.
He like overly bandages your gnome, your big gnome nose.
It just ties me up like your mummy.
No, it's not that he's like does like a really careful wrapping the bandages around your nose, so now your nose is like wrapped with this big, and the bandages obscure your eyesight. So yeah, like
Perfect.
thanks, asshole. And your voice is even now like more nasally and high pitched. Gotta get good down there. Thanks a lot, you asshole. Is that bandage big enough? Flake's like,
and I don't see anything, so I'm gonna fall down the well.
roll a dexterity check.
No.
I'm
not gonna move. I'm gonna stay there.
So, do you guys decide to hunker down again? What do you do?
Yeah, probably.
So let's just let me run for it real quick. Let me just roll a bunch of d10s and see what happens over the rest of the day.
Mm.
Let's see. That is amazing. So, another 8 hours passes by. You guys are hanging out and drinking, eating, pooping into the well, probably. So you're starting to feel a lot worse. You're turning kind of green. Your stomach's cramping hard, and you don't feel good. You don't feel good at all.
Let's throw her down the well.
Let's throw her down the well.
It's probably when I'm sick. Probably fucking E. coli.
But Sarek is kind of like, what's E. coli? So he's kind of nodding like, yeah, you're probably sick. So roll me 2d4.
Oh boy, I'm dead.
No.
4.
Oh. You're going to be sick for a while.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you start to realize you probably contracted some sort of horrible illness from the water, and you feel very nauseous. You feel kind of shitty. And all your checks for the next 4 days will be at -2.
Fantastic.
And I'm being kind to you because the module says that combat and spellcasting is impossible. But I'm not going to be that cruel. But have you retrapped the door or anything? Or is there still
Yeah.
the
Grease.
grease? Gas is what you have.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Reset the tripwire.
So yeah, it's another 8 hours. You guys, things are fine. Bear, give me a wisdom hearing check.
Oh boy.
1d free. That's plus
Yep.
3.
10.
You hear nothing.
Yay.
Let's see here. You hear another crash outside the door.
Perfect.
Yeah. What
I'm
do you
gonna
guys
yell
do?
in Gnomish. Not in Gnomish. I'm gonna yell in Goblin that it's occupied.
You want to do that as charisma check?
Yes.
Okay, Chris. Okay, you're gonna have to get a 19. So roll a 1d20
I'm fucked.
plus 1. Roll. So yeah.
No, it's a 2. I have a wisdom plus 2
That's
because of the.
no. It's a charisma check.
Boo.
You're trying to convince them not to come into the toilet.
Now.
You hear goblins yelling back at you.
What are they saying?
Like,
That's not toilet. Feeding chamber.
Damn.
You're
Well, I
feeding
tried.
spider.
Pooping on spider.
is that what you say back to him?
Spider is pooping.
What do you mean spider pooping?
And he starts banging on and says,
What I said? What? It's floor slick out here.
No, it's not.
the dog just fuck Lyra. She just knocked all the shit over
Because she can.
because she can. So
She's like, nope. So you're done with this.
Pay attention to me now.
Probably.
She's stretching. She's knocking shit off. So, yeah. The goblin asks, "Why is the floor slick outside?" And he's like, "Why is spider pooping?" He's very confused.
Then Spider has to go. Spider has to go. Idiot.
And he's like, "Why are you in here with spider pooping?"
That's between me and the spider.
Did spider poop a floor out here?
Sometimes.
Who let spider out?
No, Spider's busy. Leave Spider alone.
Why is spider pooping out here? He starts banging on the door.
Ask the kobolds.
What kobolds?
The ones that run through here with the wolves.
And he starts rattling off like 20 different kobold gnome names or kobold names. And then you start hearing the sound of that hyena like language, and it's yelling.
Uh-oh.
Goblin says, "Open door! We have fresh food! Feed spider!"
They want to get in and feed the spider. I tell the group.
The spider's got an upset stomach.
Spider has an upset stomach. Spider is all green now.
Oh my god, this is like detention block level shit. Like, all's fine here. Fine. How are you? They're like, "Are you okay in there?"
No!
Yes, Spider is not.
Want to get out there before spider gas you?
I'm fine. Spider will be fine.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Who are you?
I know who I am, but do you know who you are?
I know who is behind you, but do you know who it is?
That's no Mal. He's behind me. Who's behind
No.
you? Who's behind you? Yes,
Spider.
Mal is now a gnome. A gnome.
A gnome.
No, Mal gnome. Like, I don't know if you know who behind you, or if you know who behind me, or who do you even know who you are?
I know who I am.
Then who are you?
I am me.
Oh,
Open-
I'm me.
I'm coming in.
No, I'm Spartacus.
God, this is a shitty game. The door starts jiggling. What are you guys gonna do? The cleric is just like,
Spider will poop on you.
risk willing to take.
Spider will eat you.
Good point. Wait a minute, why not spider eat you?
Spider's friend.
Me, spider's friend. I have food. What do you have?
I have food too.
The cleric starts setting up, and he's putting his shield and sword away, and he starts doing this shit. Says, coming in. Watch out. Don't slip on. And you can hear him telling somebody else, Mace, don't slip on spider diarrhea like I did. And you hear no goblins like, spiders have diarrhea. You can imagine two goblins looking at each other like, the door opens. Zoc, did you try to make any preparations for the door
Oh
flew
yeah,
open?
I would have attempted to hide.
Roll me the things.
The things.
So it'd only be plus 11 since I'm doing my -2 to everything, right?
Yeah. Well, that's a big
Only.
hit.
Only.
Oh, only a 27.
Yeah, roll me. Well, actually, since you don't have to move unless you plan on moving silent, you don't have to do another roll.
No, I'm just hiding.
Everybody, wisdom check.
It's a little late for that.
Oh, we lost Bear.
Oh, what?
Roll me. Okay,
Oh,
you
wow,
failed. Okay, you failed. Okay, Bear, roll me a wisdom check real quick. No, that's clearly a fail.
Oof.
Good lord, y'all. Okay,
Hey,
so
that'll do.
so the doors blast open, surprising you. So they get free actions.
Oh boy.
The goblins run in. They don't see the thief and the nose behind them. And the goblin that you've been talking to runs in there and looks and he goes like, "There's no poop in here. There's no poopy spider. Spider's dead. You're a gnome. I hate that. I'm gonna kill you. You lied to me."
No, I did not spider poop itself to death.
He lunges at you, Bear.
No, how dare he?
And yeah, but he falls short. The other one though has a crossbow and shoots at you.
So rude.
And the bolt flies over your head. The gnome pushes everybody out of the way. And he is highly irritated by this whole range of shenanigans and comes at you, Bear.
Oh no.
Good Lord, I gotta fuck it. And he takes a swipe with his sword and misses over your head. Which okay, we got to roll initiative. Who wants to roll initiative?
I will.
Yeah.
Oh, nope. Bear gets 2.
What
the fuck?
Guys get to go again.
How are you gonna roll a D12
Oh,
for an initiative?
GM cheats.
Wow.
So much better. So the guys, they still get no goes first. No, the goblin. Ow, Bear.
Oh god.
Oh wow. You do have one thing going for you. That goblin angrily, he runs and jumps at you with a short sword and stabs you for 4 points of damage.
Ow.
And the whole time he's like, "You lie, about spider poop!" And the other goblin, because they hate you guys. He steps forward and takes another shot with his crossbow. That's a light crossbow, so you can reload it pretty quick, I would imagine. 14. I think it's 1d6.
Oh great.
And he hits you for 3 points of damage. He puts a bolt on. One hits you in the chest.
Ow.
Really, Sadie? The gnoll takes a swipe at the cleric.
Say does not approve.
12. The who doesn't approve? The gnoll.
Say does not approve
Sadie.
Oh,
killing the gnome.
The gnome getting beat up.
He takes a swipe at the cleric and misses, which brings us around Zoc.
Stabbing the big guy.
Stabbing big guy. Roll me some beautiful bean hit footage. I think I picked that up from Wall. God damn, it's rubbing off on me.
I don't know how to read all the pluses on this.
Do what now?
So it's +4 to attack, so it would only be +2 to attack. Do I get anything else?
You get your dexterity bonus, so you get +2.
Plus
Okay,
2.
you get plus. Okay, so you get basically +4.
Right.
You have 4 total, so -2. Good Lord, we've gone 3 hours.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. I quit.
Roll me a percentile.
I quit.
Jesus.
This is bullshit. These guys are bullshit today. 27. We go back to rolling.
Okay, Sock, I
Fucking
want you to
piece of
roll me a
shit.
dexterity check.
It's
Roll
fine.
me
I
a
can
one-
fall down the well. I'll just
roll
drown
me,
myself.
roll me. Oh, just that's gonna be a straight 1d20. Okay,
14.
that's good. So you rolled a 27. Trying to do too much. Lose grip on weapon. Roll over. Roll dex or drop. So you managed to something caused you to stumble on this, and you almost lose the grip on your weapon, but you managed to kind of like catch it, but you don't do damage. You do pop out of hiding and share the ever living shit out of this other goblin. Bear.
Yeah.
No, actually.
That's my bag of dice.
Oh god, this is gonna suck. Bear, Sock. I want you, Sock. I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
Yep, 1d20 plus 1.
17?
You rolled a 17?
I rolled a 16.
Okay, good. You're not going to get fragged. Oh, actually, he still take damage. You know what? I'm going to be nice. Ooh. The cleric throws his hands as you can see his mouthing suddenly, and suddenly from the middle you hear this tremendous thunderclap of sound in a small area. So it's just like which damages. Oh shit! What the heck? Which actually, okay. He's gonna fail. Oh, actually, wow, that goblin. The goblin makes his hell.
Mm.
The thunderclap is so tremendous when it goes off. The goblin, you literally see blood spraying out of his ears, and you're like, he falls over. The gnoll is disoriented so bad he drops to his knees, and he's holding his head, and there's blood coming out of his ears. And Bear, that leads us to you.
Oh boy.
What about the other gob? No, he wasn't in the thing. Never mind.
No, he wasn't in it.
I'm gonna try my club on this little fucker. I'm taking clubbing.
I want to see you try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna suck at it, but I'm gonna try. I get no modifiers. Nice.
No. Actually, you get minus.
I get a 6. That's
You try like like a virgin on prom night.
Oh God.
The goblin is like this. He's mad at you because you lied to him. He thought you were a friend, and you lied to him about goblin, the spider pooping and everything. He's just angry, and he's so angry he's missing everywhere. Sock, you are up, and Adam, and what are you doing?
I'm going to try stabbing the little goblin.
Aw.
Okay, that's a backstab. So 1d 20.
Just gonna stab me.
124.
21.
Roll damage. 2d4 plus 2. No, 1d. This 2d4. I'm taking away your bonuses.
2d4 times 2.
Huh?
It's 2d4 times 2.
Yeah, dirt back tech. Never mind. Whatever. I'm resting.
14.
Ooh. So you come up behind him and you run the sword through him. And he's still chattering and screaming at the gnome as the sword like comes out his throat and kind of and blood gushes out and he twitches a couple times and he goes and he sprays blood all over Bear.
Thanks.
Cleric is ineffective. The Nell finally gets a hold of his bearings and comes back and he kind of staggers and out of his peripheral he sees the thief. Oh, that's gonna be a hit. Ooh. And he comes kind of a reflex. He swings wide with a fist and like centers her right in the chest and hits her for 6 points of damage. And you fly backwards and gets the ball. He hits you hard. He knocks the wind out of you. So much so you're never mind. That takes us to Bear.
Well, let me check my list. Minor Dark Chaos on the Null blocks. Starting casting.
Okay, starting casting and comes back around. The cleric jumps at him, with shield forward, takes a swing at him, misses. No thing. The Null, who's still disoriented from having his eardrums shattered, makes an attack against the cleric. He misses.
Perfect.
Sock, that's on you next.
I might be the worst solo rogue ever.
Why?
I don't have any potions of healing or anything.
Well, you're level 1. You don't.
I do have a set of bandages though, so I'm gonna apply some of that.
Okay, roll a 1d20, 1d2 flat to try to stop be enough to stop the bleeding because you're.
It's 1.
Stop the bleeding. Bear.
Mm-hmm.
There goes you. Tendrils start popping out.
Tendrils, tentacles.
Tendrils, tentacles. These smoky, wispy things leap from your hands and wrap around the Null like some really bad weird. It gives him a shadowy tentacle porn hug, and it squeezes the ever living life out of him, so he thinks it's enough to kill him outright.
Damn.
The Null goes down dead.
I am amazing, and I follow a dog.
Let's see. Cleric runs over and starts bandaging you even more. And they're starting to look more and more like a mummy as he bandages all these different areas, which you're not. There ain't much left to bandage.
I know how this is gonna end.
Really?
Everybody will be able to walk, and I'm gonna be the paralyzed one because he tied me up.
He ties you up. Saki comes over and does you for 1d.
Whoa!
Holy crap!
This ain't that kind of game.
Get a robe.
He lays hands on you.
Whoa!
He lays hands on you and heals you to full health for his meaningful connection to his deity, which is Durandal, the Avenger. He heals you. You still feel like pooping your pants, and that's in the combat. He's all out of healing spells. Can't really do much. Yeah. What do you guys do in the aftermath of this?
Loot. There are assholes in the well.
I'm gonna stay where I am. Being awesome and on the ground.
You find about 36 copper on them.
Yay.
Zoc, you still, for bookkeeping's sake, you still haven't. You're not sharing the what you found, right?
Some of the silver and like 2 of the gold. It.
That's what we get for saving you.
I know this world's this terrible world. You know, he has. You guys have saved her. They've used liberal amounts of healing spells on her, and that's all she shares. No wonder she has the shits.
She's a rogue. What the fuck?
No, she's not a rogue. Oh no, she's not a rogue.
Well, thief,
Yeah,
whatever.
Interestingly, now the thief is out of the adventurer's backpack. There's actually a thief and a rogue class, and I took a while to realize there were actually 2 fairly large differences. Thief has a couple abilities that the rogue doesn't have, and vice versa. But thief is definitely geared more towards thieving. But since we are now at hour 3, you guys have survived all these sneaky shit. Where the hell's can't find D10. When we resume next time, whenever next time is, depending on that, I wish there was like a little poop icon.
It's all slobbery.
Oh look! There's a look. I got a disease icon for you. Your disease.
I'm going to drop ghost sounds on the elf because I can. And it's going to sing him, we will gnome you.
Imagine Freddie Mercury in gnome form. I think that's where we're heading. Maybe in your adventures you will find the great gnome composer.
Yes!
Freddie Mercanome. Mercanome? I don't know. Whatever you said earlier. I'm too tired to think about it. But when we come back, we'll assume that you guys have survived the 48 hours. She's still pooping herself, granted. Give you some more heals, and we'll see how it goes next time.
Yeah.
How about that? Y'all satisfied?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, then I guess we will be off. Good night, everybody. Not that anybody's watching at this point. Everybody had like work to do. They had to be adult. Yeah, well, whatever. Anyways, goodbye.